Saturday the 1st of March. Now ponies are just after coming in here. The cattle were on this little cell for the last 48 hours. And the ponies were up there. Now they have done a little bit of poaching. I've noticed that this year haven't took away that, I suppose, as the take-all system as I've been using this year, and there's that little bit less soil armour on the ground, and then I have the extra impact of the ponies coming in behind. I have done a little bit of poaching. Now it probably does warrant a little bit of a rolling. It's possible that I can do it, but I do still believe that given time, plenty rest, rain, sunshine and growth, that all that bit of poaching, that's not even that bad, will settle down. So that will, even gravity, that will level itself out over time. So we have lots, we're only into March now, so we have all the year long for that to improve, and we will then be able to see then the benefits of what I have done, or the negatives of what I've done. So look, we'll see. This is the first time I've done this, so we can document it now for the next, into the growing season, and we'll see what way things are. I'll go down to the cattle now in a minute. They're just there on the lower side. Things get very wet in behind that hedge, and it dries up again beyond it. So I've given them half the field beyond there, and I'm only going to leave them on it for the one night. It's not amazing picking. I'll just show you what it does look like. This is probably one of the best fields, the driest fields. I could have gone 3 nights, but I want to just keep them moving. And it's also because the ponies were starting to do a little bit of harm up there. It has me pushing the cattle on that little bit faster. And I have also skipped a couple of fields over here that I didn't bother using. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of mix and matching and chopping and changing, and just basically whatever I have to do to get through the rest of this winter season, I suppose, even though we are officially spring now, but until we get the spring flush coming. You can see down the fence line what things looked like before they go in. This had less rest obviously than what they're on now at the minute. I come down the way and then I cross over and come back up, so there's probably only about a month's less rest in here. Yeah, so we can see that it's starting to green up. Definitely starting to green up. I do believe that there's your pony's dung now, and then there's mixed in with cattle dung there as well. There's a nice spread of manure on this, and the green coming up is looking very even for the 1st of March. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like now when the real heat comes into the ground and the spring flush. So the ponies are here eating away at whatever was left from the cattle yesterday. I have them on grass below, and I'm going to give them a trailer load of silage that'll do them for the evening, and tomorrow I'll probably move them to the lower side, and they may get away with just grass for that one night. So there's a lovely spread of dung here now as well, and you can still see that there's green little shoots all the time, so the cattle weren't overly tightened. I gave them plenty silage in here, not to put pressure on the grass, not that there was any grass, but not just to leave them that bit hungry. So you can see they're picking away there. I'm going to go and do a few little jobs first, gather up fence, move the battery down, and I'm going to come in from the lower side and we'll take a little look at them then. So I'll be back in a sec. So that's the cattle sorted. They have their silage in front of them and bare minimum picket, if anything at all. This is a kind of it's a little bit impoverished, this ground here. It's mossy, spratty. There's a few green shoots coming up. It'll only do them for the one evening. That's why I've topped them up. Well, I haven't been doing that all this winter. And this second rotation is topping them up on every day with a bit of silage. So there is a little bit of sweet picking that will just keep them tied over. It won't be the most amazing stuff, but there should be a little bit of energy in it to keep them satisfied until I get them onto the lower side down here. We'll keep them fed and keep them moving, and that's all we can do from now on in for the next 6 weeks, I suppose, until the real growth begins. So a little scan on through our first little cow, our first calf to come will be off this small little Galloway here. She's very soft looking now from behind. Her time is officially up today. She's very sunk looking. She has a nice little bag, but she can fill definitely furthermore. She's super quiet. I don't expect to have any difficulties with this lady. She's carrying, as I say, to a similar genetics to herself, a half Galloway bull out of a Hereford Shorthorn, and she is a Galloway out of a purebred Galloway mother and a Shorthorn father. So it'll be interesting to see what this lady throws. So that will be any day now. I would say the latest or the longest she'll carry is another week. She's very close. So that is it. The ponies are on the upper side there. They'll come down here tomorrow. There's a little bit of a small pick. The cows will clean that off. The ponies will come in after them. And as the time goes on, things are starting to sweeten up. As we go on into March, things can only get better. Into April, better again. And then after that, we are on the pig's back. So yeah, that is our little update on the 1st of March. Calving season around the corner, very close, any day now, and we'll be on the spring flush. So for now, I will say a short little update. Good luck and goodbye.